All right, so what's going on, everybody? So if you haven't heard, this past weekend, there's been some leaked footage around Hunter Biden and some graphic things. And so I'm going to touch on that, but also what it means for the future, because this is going to be very important for us to discern in this time what's going on. And if you haven't been living under a rock, you know that there's a huge war going on. It's an information war. And I've been warning people for the longest time that you have to be discerning in the season. You have to really think critically, because a lot of people are covering for other people. They are mitigating and squelching and taking certain news and making it not that big of a deal. And for other people, they're blowing things up. And so one thing I can tell right off the bat is that anything with regards to Hunter Biden, the Biden family, you can tell that if it was done for Trump and his sons and his family, it would have been a completely different story. And the leaked footage that cyber experts and forensic experts have deemed as being authentic is showing powder substances on a scale. And so we know that this is not anything but drugs and cocaine or whatever it is. But this is not some spilled flour that's on a scale, guys. And if you look at the footage, the graphic stuff, especially with the other woman in the footage, then you can tell that this is a guy who is into the sins of the world. He's into his flesh and desiring to do what he wants to do. And so all of this is being covered. It's being mitigated by the media. If it were somebody like Donald Trump Jr., the media would have a frenzy. And so all this stuff in with the Hunter Biden laptop, other leaks, and whatever else is out there with regards to authentic footage, a lot of people are not going to report it. A lot of people are going to mitigate it. A lot of people are even refusing to believe that it's real. And so we're living in a time now, guys, for which people, and I'm not one to give negativity to somebody, but what I'm saying is that the equal coverage, the perspective, the image and the branding and the way that somebody is being packaged in front of the media, or in front of rather the people of America across the world, this is a big problem, because it's inserting bias, it's inserting an agenda, it's inserting propaganda, it's getting people attacked that have a differing viewpoint, somebody that other people don't like. And of course, more than that, it's this big war that I've been talking about with regards to the globalist movement. And if you're not for the globalist, if you are for the people, if you are for freedom, if you are for godly values, biblical values, then you are going to get attacked. And so this is what's happening, because people are covering for this guy. People are not acknowledging what's going on. But more importantly, it's setting a precedent, right? And so for people in the future that are going to have actual video exposure, actual evidence of certain things happening, people are going to refuse to want to believe it. They're not going to take the story that is the truth. They're going to believe what they want to believe. They're going to go with the narrative that's being set by the mainstream media. And I've said this before, but the mainstream media is an enemy. It's the biggest false prophet of this generation, because they are taking certain stories, twisting it, and making it so that you are eliciting an emotional response of hatred, of a certain marginalized view of a person, whatever that story is that's being concocted for you to believe it, right? And so a lot of people are hook, line, sinker taking all this and believing it. And so I'm here as a warning to give you as a warning, guys, that in the next hour, in this season, you're going to see a lot of things come out, just like with this hack or whatever happened with this leak, which again, forensic people are saying it's authentic, right? When more and more things, whether it's documents, whether it's testimony, whether it's affidavits, whatever it is, when these things come out, I'm telling you, you have to have a discerning ear. You have to ask the Lord for discernment in this time, because this is one evidence of the global war that's going on, the information war. People are covering for other people. People are mitigating, amplifying, whatever it is that they're doing with that agenda, but also because the future, other evidence, other video things, other documents, whatever that is being presented, it's not going to be effective for those that have closed-minded, closed-ear mentalities for wanting to know and seek the truth. And so this is an hour, guys, as Christians, as people that are trying to figure out what's going on. You have to first ask yourself and desire for truth. You can't have a bias and say, hey, you know what? I hate that guy. Hey, no, you know what? The conspiracy guys or the right-wing guys, they're all talking about it. So I just want to have a closed-mindedness to receiving that. And so you're literally going to be triggered because a certain person, a certain group, a certain way it's being messaged is being presented to you, and you're not going to want to believe it, even though there's evidence, even though there's video, there's documented evidence of what's going on. And so it's a warning, it's a prelude for what's to come. More is going to be exposed. I'm not here to bash Hunter Biden, but the people that are sinning and in wickedness, God is going to deal with them in this hour, especially because a lot of people that are in these places of power, they have been misrepresenting, they haven't been good stewards of it, and they've been ungodly in the way that God had wanted them to leverage this position. But because we're in a season for which God is taking away people and restoring and allowing righteousness to come forth, for those that are not in that and of that mindset, they're going to be taken. They're going to be exposed. I've said we're in a season of exposure, and then justice is going to prevail, guys. People need to repent. People need to get right with Him. But if they aren't, they're going to see the wrath of God in this hour. So be encouraged, guys. Be blessed. A lot of things are coming. More news, guys, more things. And I'm saying all these things in this hour because a lot of things are coming all at once, and you're going to see some crazy stuff, guys. So I want to navigate and help you guys through it, guys, as the Lord leads. But keep praying. Be in Him, guys. Be in His presence. That's the most important thing, guys. So love you guys. Talk to you guys very soon.